Thank you very much. That was a lot of great information from both of you all. Um, Daniel, we have a question. Well, I guess this is really for both of you all. And I'm going to read it because it's complicated. I want to make sure I get it right. This question is from Julie. Increasing the cycles of concentration also increases levels of TDS discharged into wastewater. Does the utility overseeing the wastewater treatment plant, are they brought into the decision-making process? And are increases to TDS discharges, well, it says increases to discharges are often not processed through conventional treatment plants. So TDS discharges to the waters of the state increase. This may adversely impact the wastewater treatment permit. Or yes, did y'all get that? I think that was multiple questions in one, but it sounds important.
I can't answer that. I'm not really sure that we did have that discussion with our wastewater treatment plant about the increase in TDS. And I don't want to speculate on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a tough one for me as well, but I can tell you that in our research, especially when looking at all the cycles of concentration, especially through our water quality helper, that information most definitely was how do I put it, was considered when making the tools. I mean, they looked at everything, and we had input from utility and wastewater utilities as well. I am not personally an expert on that, but I know that if you were to take a closer look at our tool set, that might be answered there.
Okay, great. So here is another one. Does Austin Water have a program to give credits on the sewer bills for cooling tower water that's not returned to the sewer? And that could also apply. Well, go ahead. I'll just let you answer that, Daniel.
Well, we do. That's our evaporative loss program. That's one of the items that I touched on during the presentation. The evaporative loss program, they have their own requirements, but it is metered. It's where we got the information for our study. And we look at water coming in, water going out, and then we're able to quantify the water that for the evaporative loss, which is about 3%, if I'm correct.
Great, thank you. And as far as credits on sewer bills too, I mean, there's another area I know that's been talked about in Austin is looking at that for on-site reuse. So collecting AC condensate and reusing it on site. Definitely one of those things that Daniel was talking about of trying to really highlight the benefits and the cost savings and looking forward, to incentivize and make the case for utilities or building owners and cooling tower operators to do these kinds of things. Are there any questions in the room, Stacy?
Yeah, Martha's going to take any questions. If anyone, raise your hand. Do you have any questions? No, not one question from in the room.
Well, I think that Daniel and Brad were pretty thorough in their presentations too. I had 3 questions for Daniel and his lessons learned and other slides. He managed to answer them all. So hats off for providing all the information and being pretty specific in your presentations.